Welcome everyone to TWA's Battlefront, live at the BB&T Arena in Sunrise, Florida.
Home of a team that seems to think that just because they got Joel Quenneville, they're going to win the Stanley Cup now.
Hello everyone, RJ Peckham alongside my broadcast colleague Mark Adams. Mark, tonight is the fallout from Telethon VII. So many matches, so many title changes, and so many questions to be answered. One of which is the nagging question, why, Chuck? Why? As you can see right here in the main event of Telethon VII, Chuck Norris super kicked Mario in the face, costing him not only the TWA title against Frankenstein, but costing him his career.
And from what I've heard, Norris is going to address that to start our show. No fireworks, no theme music.
When there's no fireworks and no theme music, you know that something is not right. And Chuck seems to have a solemn look on his face. He has a lot of explaining to do to all the people here in Florida as to his actions. I mean, did he kick Mario? Why did he cost him his career?
I know you're all mad, but let him talk.
Believe me. There was nobody in that stadium in Jacksonville more disappointed with what happened than me. I really didn't want it to be this way, but I had no choice. I have no problem with you, Mario. I only did what I did to keep that belt around Frankenstein's waist. Now, hear me out. Frankenstein and his handler humiliated me at the Royal Rumble. They weren't happy with just beating me and taking my title. They tried to end my career. I'm sorry, partner, but the only person that's going to beat Frankenstein and win back the TWA title is me. Here comes Luigi. I imagine there's no one in the building that's more pissed off than this man. Listen, man, and Luigi, wasting no time going to work on Chuck Norris! Break it up, guys. Chuck, I cannot believe that you, of all people, ruined what could have been Mario's defining moment. You can forget about challenging Frankenstein for the title because you will not be receiving a contenders match anytime soon. You will, however, have a sanctioned match tonight, and you will be facing that man, Luigi. Wow! Indiana Jones with a blockbuster announcement, Luigi taking on Chuck Norris in a pay-per-view style match here tonight on Battlefront. And this Battlefront tonight will not disappoint, as we will have plenty of number 1 contenders matches to be decided. Starting with the Blockbuster title. Tonight, we will see Alex DeLarge get in the ring with the near 8-foot Jaws. And of course, to determine who will be the contender to Gigant's Primetime Championship, we will see Fernando Stryker going one-on-one with the man they call Bruce Lee. And also, Rated R title could possibly be up for contention as we will see Machete taking on Ammo.
And that one's going to be coming up right now.
Machete, of course, was among the many participants in the Bank Heist ladder match, the one that his tag team partner Django ended up being the winner. And Ammo, tough luck for him as well. He and Bulk Hogan lost in the finals in the tournament to Friday the 31st, Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Mexico, weighing in at 188 pounds, Machete!
Well, speaking of the Rated R title, the Terminator dethroned Ghostface of that championship at Telethon.
That he certainly did. A very brutal steel cage match that one was.
And his opponent, from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Ammo!
And thank the Lord we avoided an embarrassing result at Telethon.
Well, even though Ammo and Bulk Hogan lost in the tag team tournament finals to Jason and Michael, that can't be any more embarrassing than the 8-second loss that Ammo suffered to Ghostface back at the February pay-per-view when the Rated R title was on the line. So hopefully Ammo is going to give it another try, even though I don't like the guy personally, but he's got to get back up on that horse. Or tank. Or whatever the fuck he rides. And there's the bell. Machete comes full force at Ammo. Well, even though Machete came up short in the Bank Heist ladder match, he has made it clear that everything is still fine between him and his tag team partner, Django.
Guys, I know you're contending for the Rated R title, but be aware the contenders match does have disqualification rules.
And if both of these men get counted out, who's to say that Indiana Jones will not send 2 other guys to replace them? If we're going on points, so far Machete has the advantage. And now, wait a minute. Looks like things are getting a little rough between Machete and referee Jordan Peterson. But nonetheless, Ammo finally lands an opening. There's a DDT. Ammo had a hammer-like forearm, but Machete comes back with a closed fist, goes for the pin, but only gets one out of it. These two trading fisticuffs. Ammo with a swinging neck breaker. And now Ammo going to work using that military training. The same military training that he used in Fort Bragg for many, many years.
Machete, shouldn't you have put Ammo away by now?
Well, Ammo seems extra pissed off, considering the result at Telethon didn't go in his favor. I mean, the first part of the match was all Machete, but now the second half of the match has become all Ammo. And Machete with a full force kick, stomping a mud hole in Ammo and walking it dry. And Machete once again coming through with those punches. And now, did I see Machete trying to bite Ammo's hands? Machete with another spear. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. I think that was just shy of 2. And Machete with knees to the groin. I mean, he's got to be a little aware of where he's landing his knee. Because referee Jordan Peterson, I don't think, is going to tolerate any of that behavior.
Especially from a Mexican.
And here comes Machete going through with the Mexican death drop. And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Machete will face the Terminator for the Rated R title.
Here is your winner, Machete!
Now, Machete's took a glance at Ammo there. Another glance. Wait a minute. I mean, come on. Machete! Come on, you already won the match! I mean, I can't believe I'm actually empathizing with Ammo here, but wait a minute! Here comes the Bulkster! But Machete, he's got the chair, and oh! He just smacked Bulk Hogan right from behind. And just landed the chair on his face.
I find that very amusing.
There's nothing amusing about that. I mean, what right did Machete have to do to attack both Ammo and Bulk Hogan like that? He's just displaying really poor sportsmanship, and if that's what he has to do to dethrone the Terminator for the Rated R title, it's going to be dark times in the Television Wrestling Association. Justin, please tell me I didn't see what I thought I saw. Santina, I swear I don't know how she got my sweater. Maybe she just bought one exactly like mine.
Oh, right, 'cause Elvira sure looks like she lives a thug life. Well, I don't know what else to say, babe. How about explaining why you weren't in the hotel room when I got back? Now wait a damn minute. I was in the room all night. Yeah, screwing Elvira? I was waiting for you so we could go on that date. I didn't think your stupid match was gonna be that late on the card. Santina. You're a real jerk. You know that? And who the fuck are you? I am a true friend of Santina's. Someone who loves her and doesn't Netflix and chill with emos behind her back. For the last time, I didn't sleep with her. Oh, shut up, freak. You don't deserve Santina. All you deserve is a big, fat, pink-haired hillbilly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to keep Santina company, and you better not show your face to her again. Things getting really intense in the back. Of course, we saw Elvira coming out with Justin Boner's sweatshirt, and Santina, this was after she lost the women's title to Wonder Woman. Coming up next, folks, we got the Wet Bandits taking on a new team that is set to debut in the Television Wrestling Association.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 425 pounds, Ash, Jack Burton, Big Trouble.
If you didn't catch our dark match at Telethon, these two were in a battle royal and they were double teaming Bruce Lee, although it was all for naught in the end. But it seems as though Jack and Ash have formed some sort of a coalition.
Well, both of these guys haven't seen any success yet in the Television Wrestling Association. They've been on losing streaks, but hopefully with this team they can turn things around.
You may be asking yourselves, what's beautiful old me doing with this guy? On our way to Jacksonville, we found we got a lot in common. We both get lots of tail. We both have fought evil spirits. And we both want to dethrone those deadites of the TV tag team titles. And their opponents, from Chicago, Illinois, at a total combined weight of 454 pounds, the Wet Bandits.
Speaking of no success, the Wet Bandits, they really haven't seen any success at all, come to think of it. They lost in the first round of the tag team tournament.
And I can't really remember them winning any matches even back when we were doing our first run.
So come to think of it, this match is going to be like a big tickle fight.
Well, since this is, as you say, a tickle fight, I may as well take the time to mention that I have received word that tonight there will be a number 1 contenders match for the women's title, and it will feature, apparently, Katniss and Daisy. So it looks like those two are gonna have a rematch.
Well, if it's anything like that number 1 contenders match they had a month or so back, it's bound to be good. And now Ash and Jack Burton already showing off what they can do as a tag team. There's a kick to the gut of Harry, and Jack Burton just flipped Harry inside out. Jack Burton going to work on the legs of Harry. But Harry comes back with a hard fist. And Jack Burton kicks Marv in the knee. And there's a suplex. Jack Burton really digging into the shoulder trapezius area of Marv. And now he makes the tag to Ash.
Well, on the bright side, this looks like the most dominant that Ash or Jack Burton have ever been so far.
Well, I'll actually give credit for one match Jack Burton was in. He was in the match with John McClane to determine who would get into the bank heist ladder match, and Burton actually took McClane to the limit, but had it not been for the mistakes he made, he possibly could have won. Now Marv trying to go to work on Ash. Ash using that metal hand. Ash and Jack Burton made a bold statement when they called Jason and Michael a bunch of deadites. Ash and Jack Burton so far cutting the ring in half. Harry is begging for a tag, but Jack Burton is sending a threatening message to Harry. Now Jack just taunting his opposition. And there's a jawjacker. Harry getting frantic for the tag. Marv finally does it, and Harry's coming back in. But Jack Burton gets out of dodge. Jack Burton trying to get the crowd into it, and Harry makes him pay with a fist. The action has resumed to the inside of the ring. Now what's Ash going to do here? Here comes the boomstick! I kind of liked how that sounded. Here comes the boomstick. And there's Ash with the farewell to arms.
That's the first time we've seen that move.
I think it should possibly be called a farewell to hands, considering he lost his hand, but nonetheless.
And there's the pork chop suplex, courtesy of Jack Burton. Spears Marv off the apron. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ash and Jack Burton achieve their first TWA victory.
Here are your winners, Big Trouble!
Well, not a bad showing. But if they're serious about wanting to beat Jason and Michael, they've still got a lot of work to do.
Well, indeed. I mean, Ash and Jack Burton pulled off a major victory, but that was only one victory so far. They're going to have to at least get quite a few victories if they want to be in line for the number one contendership to Jason and Michael's Tag Team Championship. Nonetheless, the tag team division is becoming really packed so far.
Glad I found you, Mario. I really want to make it up to you for that bogus finish. I'm putting you in a number one contenders match for the TWA Championship here tonight.
I'm afraid I have to refuse, Indy.
Why is that?
I promised everyone that Telethon was going to be my final match. I have to honor that promise.
Are you sure, Mario? It would be a real shame for that to be the last match for everyone to remember you by.
I'm sure.
Well, if that's the way you feel, it was an honor working with you all these years. Have a nice retirement, my friend.
Wow, Indiana Jones made a bold offer to Mario to give him a rematch for the TWA Championship, but Mario turned it down because he wants to honor his commitment. He said Telethon was going to be his last match and then retire, and he's sticking to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Cable Guy!
He's not booked for any matches, so I wonder what he's out here for.
Jim Carrey was, of course, in the bank heist match under the guise of the mask. Of course, he came up short. So I can only assume he's now being the Cable Guy as a means to find his footing again. Maybe, I don't know what goes on in that guy's head.
Gigant this, Gigant that. Gigant wins the primetime title. Gigant is 20-0. I am so sick of that guy. He comes from a Mickey Mouse organization and takes a telethon spot from someone more deserving, like me? So nobody can beat me, huh? I can. Why don't you bring your big ass out here right now and challenge the Cable Guy? Then I can be the one in 20-1.
Ask and you shall receive, Cable Guy.
What the hell is he talking about that Gigant took a telethon spot from him? He was at telethon.
Like I said, Mark, I don't know what goes on in that guy's head.
Gigant managed to successfully retain his primetime title in possibly his finest showing yet. He was taken to the limit by Karis at Telethon VII, but the German giant found his mettle and was able to retain that title around his waist. He is now 20-0.
And I'm pretty sure he'll be 21-0 in about 5 seconds.
Gotta be thinking, is Bruce Lee or Fernando Stryker watching this match? Here's the bell. Cable guy tries to make a run at him, but no dice. Looks like Gigant hasn't missed a step at all. Some people are wondering if he's still tired from that telethon match against Karis. But looks like he hasn't lost a step at all.
For being a big guy, he showed at telethon that he does have some stamina.
Because there were some critics of Gigant who thought that the reason Gigant was undefeated was because his matches were so short. But that match that he had with Karis, that had to have been, what, 20 minutes? And Gigant, he's just making minced meat out of the cable guy, but oh! The cable guy surprises him. Here's a pin. 1. Only a 1 count.
And sorry to break from the action, but I'm receiving word that because of Mario's refusal to have that contenders match tonight, Jones is currently looking for some other people to fill in for that contenders match. So we're still going to have a TWA title contenders match. We just don't know who it'll be against yet.
Well, Chuck Norris unsuccessfully tried to lobby himself in a position to face Frankenstein for the TWA title, but Indiana Jones has made it clear that there's no way that is going to happen. And Gigant with the consequence to the cable guy. And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. 21 and all.
Here is your winner, Gigant.
Look at him run away.
The Teutonic Tower of Terror is now leaving the ring. And wait a minute, it's Ace Ventura. And Gigant just greets Ace with a kick to the face.
So he's back out here again?
And Gigant throws him back into the ring. And now,
Are we having another match? Or is this a continuation?
I don't know. I mean, but the fans love it here in Sunrise, Florida. There's a rib breaker. And a suplex right into the ring. Ace Ventura has not gotten any offense in since this impromptu match started. And there's the reverse DDT. Looks like he's gearing up for the consequence again. And boom goes the dynamite. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. So I guess he's 22-0 now.
Here is your winner, once again, Gigant!
Oh, that was odd.
So Gigant pulls off 2 victories over Jim Carrey here. One over the Cable Guy and one over Ace Ventura. And now it looks like Ace is collecting his losses and getting out of town.
I think Gigant is expecting one more challenge.
What? Oh, now this is getting ridiculous!
Look at him. His head is still aching from the previous 2 matches.
Now Jim Carrey is coming out as the Mask.
It's painful enough losing once to Gigant, but 3 times?
And now, is the bell being rung again? And of course, the Mask was in the Bank Heist ladder match, the one that Django won. So I think this is just going to be more humiliation for the green-faced competitor. And Gigant, he's just having fun here. And here comes the consequence for the 3rd time. Oh. And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Now he's 23-0.
Here is your winner, once again, Gigant!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at this.
Jim Carrey now as the Mask being carried on a stretcher. That is one of the strangest things I have seen in the Television Wrestling Association. all of Jim Carrey's personas being beaten by Gigant at the same time. I mean, are we sure that that's it? I mean, is Lloyd Christmas waiting to come out? Okay, good. We're moving on to other matches. Now Gigant has amassed his winning streak to 23-0 thanks to those impromptu matches.
Oh, come on, sweetie, cheer up. You don't need that dick. In fact, you should break up with him right now. That'll teach him.
Go away, Justin.
Santina?
Hi, Dad. You must be so disappointed in me.
Well, of course not, honey. You made me very proud.
But my title reign was a total disaster. Everyone hated me.
No offense, sweetie, but you're right. They all hate you, and you know why? Because everyone was jealous of you. The ugly people who booed you, and the has-been divas who criticized you. Hotties like us, we gotta be selfish. We gotta tell all the naughties to go eat another cookie and fuck off. You're the only one who matters, Santina.
Excuse me just a moment, honey. Excuse me, miss, but I don't approve of that advice you gave her. I taught my daughter to be humble and caring of others.
Yeah, and all it did was get her humiliated in front of thousands of neckbeards. Oopsies.
You are one naughty girl, Missy.
You're damn right, Santy, and that's exactly why A-listers like us love. I may be on your naughty list, but Santina's gonna join me on that list very soon.
Well, folks, this match coming up next is for number 1 contendership to Jason and Michael's Tag Team Championship. We will see Scorpion and Sub-Zero taking on Link and Donkey Kong. We're talking about 2 great teams here.
They are pretty good teams, but they did both get knocked out in the second round of that tag team tournament.
Well, now it's crunch time for both of these teams. They know that they can get one step closer to the tag team titles, and they cannot afford to fail here.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 428 pounds, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
It was quite a surprise seeing Santa Claus again.
Yes, and he, like many of us, are not pleased with that harlot Barbie. We see these 2 men, former tag team champions in their own right.
And for some reason, 2-time losers to Ammo and Bulk Hogan.
Well, upsets can happen. Anything can happen in the Television Wrestling Association.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 542 pounds, Link and Donkey Kong.
The muscle of Donkey Kong, the aerial tactics of Link. This is a well-rounded team we're talking about here. Donkey Kong himself has been a former tag team champion alongside Waluigi. And I do believe that the team that they defeated to win the tag team titles is that very team that they're opposing, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Of course, Link has yet to win a title in the Television Wrestling Association, but he can change his fortunes around if he and Donkey Kong can get through Scorpion and Sub-Zero, as well as get through Jason and Michael.
Oh, I guess we should mention what our next pay-per-view would be. Our April pay-per-view is going to be called Fallout.
Appropriate name? It's not going to be in Saudi Arabia, though, is it?
Close. We're in Miami.
Okay. Scorpion and Sub-Zero going to work on Link. Link with a full force kick to Sub-Zero. Trying to keep Sub-Zero as far away from his partner as possible. And Link with a massive drop kick.
Do you think Sub-Zero is a hipster?
Why would you say that?
Well, you know, that whole fad nowadays where every man's got a beard.
I don't think so. Sub-Zero's got too much masculinity in his body to really be in that type of mode. But Sub-Zero with a moonsault. And here's the pin. 1, 2. Link gets the shoulder up. I mean, if we're going to compare beards here, I mean, the neck beards that you see on the streets, they're all out like a Paul Bunyan type figure. I mean, these people look like hobos on the street, whereas Sub-Zero, he at least keeps his beard refined in a certain way. And now Link makes the tag to Donkey Kong. So far, DK and Link have been on the offensive and doing a pretty good job at cutting the ring in half. But, oh, Scorpion! Ever the quick veteran with a massive drop kick to the lower back of Donkey Kong and able to take those massive legs of the big ape. I think that was like a figure 4, but Donkey Kong did not submit. There's an inverted DDT. Now Scorpion going right for the cranium of Donkey Kong. And now Scorpion makes the tag to Sub-Zero. Now they're cutting the ring in half. Donkey Kong trying to restore momentum back to his team, but oh, Sub-Zero with a massive clothesline. Sub-Zero with a hard shot, and the big ape goes to the outside. And oh, Sub-Zero! Nice moonsault on the outside. The risk paid off, and Donkey Kong is off his vertical base. Link is now getting frantic for his partner. Now here's the tag. Oh! I don't think I have seen any team that is more fluent than these two. 1. Link breaks it up. And now Sub-Zero power bombs Link. It's bedlam right now. The referee's going to have to restore order here. But needless to say,
Link's involvement bought Donkey Kong some time. He's now back on his vertical base. Now Donkey Kong showing off that mighty strength. And he draped Scorpion right on the second rope.
He's lucky he didn't dislocate his shoulder there.
Now Link working over the arm of Scorpion. And Scorpion comes back with a knee. I can't help but think, when I look at Link's hair, does he look a bit feminine to you?
Maybe a little.
I mean, I'm not trying to knock on the guy. He's a great competitor. Sub-Zero and Scorpion with a double hip toss. Link is now in severe trouble. Makes the tag. Donkey Kong is in. And he tried to go full force at Sub-Zero, but he detected him coming. But Donkey Kong, he's back on his feet just as quick. Scorpion doesn't seem too concerned. He knows that his partner is still in good enough shape to turn the tides. And Sub-Zero going for the cryo elbow, but he missed the mark.
Wow, that's a very bad botch for someone like you to take, Sub-Zero.
And we all know how bad mistakes can be, because Tarzan knows this firsthand. He made one mistake, and it cost him the blockbuster title against Bane. And there's the Lin Kuei driver.
He didn't botch that one.
1, 2, 3. Scorpion and Sub-Zero will challenge Jason and Michael for the tag team titles.
Here are your winners, Scorpion and Sub-Zero!
Wow, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, major victory here. It will be quite the matchup to see the technicality, the ring presence of Scorpion and Sub-Zero against the tall, big, and brutality of Jason and Michael.
Hey Homer, what happened to the pink sedan?
I'm broke, Indy. Fernando took everything I owed in court. I had to sell my sedan, even the clothes on my damn back. You gotta help me, man. Give me a raise, give me a bonus, anything.
I'm sorry, Homer, I can't help you there.
Why?
Well, I'm sorry to say this, but you're the one who insisted on challenging Fernando over a maneuver. I'm afraid this is a hard lesson for you to learn from. You're just gonna have to find a way to overcome this adversity. But I believe in you, Homer.
Yeah, right.
Homer driving around in a Bugbusters car? Oh boy. Things have really fallen for Homer Simpson.
Yeah, but Indy's right. This was all his fault.
You okay, pal? You look down. Money troubles?
Yeah, and Indy won't even help me, that jerk. And I thought he was a good guy.
Between you and me, I think Indy's out of touch with people's feelings. He doesn't understand the struggles of a minority.
I'm not a minority.
Oh. But you're... Never mind. Listen, I would be happy to pay off all your debt. No payback, no catch.
That's amazing. Thank you.
I do have some terms, though. How about we discuss them in private? Coming up next, folks, Alex DeLarge taking on Jaws to determine who will be the #1 contender to the Blockbuster Championship. Now, either one of these individuals will have to face off against Bane, who had defeated Tarzan at Telethon VII to win the coveted Blockbuster title. And even though you have the smarts of Alex DeLarge and the brawn and the muscle and the height of Jaws, Bane is an opponent like no other.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Stanley Kubrick from London, England, weighing in at 195 pounds, Alex DeLarge.
The way the streets of London are becoming now, I bet Alex feels right at home.
Well, the only thing I'll say is Alex certainly doesn't feel at home whenever he feels Jack Torrance is on the way.
You know what? Forget about that guy. I'm sure Alex has forgotten. The bank heist is through. Neither one of them won. But he's just got to move on, get that psychopath out of his head, and focus on what's important.
And his opponent, from Poland, weighing in at 350 pounds, Jaws!
What's that? You're serious? Ooh, RJ, I've just got great news. That TWA title contenders match, Jones has found 2 people, and one of them is Captain Rhodes.
Okay, so we know that Captain Rhodes is one of them, but who is the other?
It's nobody. It's just John McClane.
Oh, so it looks like it will be Captain Rhodes taking on John McClane for the TWA Championship. Sorry, for #1 contenders match to the TWA Championship here tonight.
Yeah, but that'll be an easy one for Rhodes.
Don't sell John McClane short. And Jaws already starting off strong over Alex DeLarge. If Jaws can end the match quickly, he is the winner. In Alex's best interests, he would have to prolong the match to get Jaws tired.
He's also got Kubrick in his corner, who can get inside the mind of any competitor.
Well, it's going to be interesting if Alex DeLarge does become victorious and he has to fight Bane. How is Stanley Kubrick going to get in the head
of someone as methodical and psychotic as Bane.
Well, I guess that's why that would be a very interesting matchup.
Meanwhile, Jaws moving Alex Delarge around that ring like he's a chew toy.
I will admit the size difference here is insane. Alex looks like a little boy compared to Jaws.
The only man to become TWA champion and King of the Tube in the same night. Jaws already made a great first impression. And now Jaws, I guess he was gnawing on Alex's hand there. And here's the pin. 1. Although I'm surprised he's allowed to get away with that legally. I mean, with those metal teeth, that could be considered deadly. There's a hammer-like fist. Alex has yet to see much offense here. Jaws motioning to the crowd here in Sunrise, Florida, that he's going to break Alex like a twig.
I'm a big fan of Alex, but I'd hate to say Jaws may just do that.
And here's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Move to the corner. Oh, but Alex escaped certain doom on that one.
That's how you do it, Alex.
And now there's a punch right to the solar plexus. Didn't phase Jaws much though, but... Oh, and now Jaws! Looked like he was going to get some momentum there, but Alex broke it up immediately. Alex just hitting Jaws with hard shots. He was lucky that Jaws didn't gnaw on his foot there. Shot. Alex goes to the outside. Stanley Kubrick must be very concerned and bent out of shape for Alex by now.
He's not showing it.
Wait a minute! There's Jack Torrance!
Oh, come on!
Jack Torrance just nailed Stanley Kubrick from behind!
Why can't you ever just go away?
Jaws with a tilt-a-whirl slam. Jack Torrance taking care of business on the outside. And Jaws, he's going for the finisher right now. The 7-foot slam. Oh! Jack Torrance continuing to make mincemeat out of Stanley Kubrick. And here's a pin. 1, 2, 3. Jaws is the winner. He will face Bane for the Blockbuster title. Here's your winner, Jaws!
I think that damn cheap attack by Jack caught Alex off guard and it distracted him.
I don't think Alex was even aware that Jack Torrance had come out. Now,
Jack Torrance, he's not through with Kubrick, and I know for sure he's not through with Alex Delarge. This isn't over until they say it's over. And Jack with a steel chair shot to Alex.
This will never end. He won't let it end.
I mean, no match has been able to separate these two. What is Jones going to do to finally end this rivalry between Jack Torrance and Alex Delarge? It's obvious that these two cannot share the same federation without going at it. Wow, a women's bank heist match? You sure are going all in with the Divas. Why not? They've earned their time in the spotlight. What is that incessant vibrating? I think you're getting a phone call, Indy. Oh, it's the green button I press, right? Yeah, I'll go talk to the qualifiers. Don't know what's so wrong with those rotary phones. Hello?
Mr. Jones, we apologize for 007's absence last Battlefront.
Oh, who is this?
You suffered a minor injury while out in the field. You'll be ready to compete next Battlefront.
Okay, thanks. Who is this? I won't ask again. Who? Wait, did he hang up? Ugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new TWA Blockbuster Champion, Bane!
In a pretty surprising showing at Telethon, Bane, I don't know if I want to call it a squash, but he really did take it to Tarzan in that match.
Well, Tarzan was dynamo in the first opening part of the match, but then once he missed the primal scream, that was all he wrote.
Now he's obviously focused on who his first challenger will be for that belt, and it's, as we saw just a moment ago, it will be Jaws at Fallout.
Did you all really think that I was going to let a Neanderthal spoil my return to the TWA? How feeble-minded, you uncultivated, materialistic bystanders truly are. There was never going to be any feasible outcome where Tarzan would have won at Telethon, because despite how well my reputation precedes me, I am a changed man. An enlightened man. For too long, those of the highbrow lifestyle have used my strength to carry out their agendas for them, and I've grown tired of it. That is why I snapped rich Uncle Pennybags' spine all those years ago, and I am through being an authority figure's muscle I am TWA's reckoning. It's time I lived up to that moniker.
He says he's through being an authority figure's muscle. That doesn't sound good.
Wow. Bane has gone rogue, deciding that he's not going to answer to anybody or anything. So what does that mean for his enemies? I mean, I'm surprised he didn't address Jaws after he pulled off that victory. Coming up next, folks, this is the #1 contenders match to determine who will face Frankenstein for the TWA Championship. It's going to be diehard John McClane going up against Captain Rhodes. And of course, John McClane came up short in the bank heist ladder match, but he can make it all right if he were to win this match and go on to face Frankenstein for the title. Or Captain Rhodes could get another shot at Frankenstein.
I think so.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New York City, weighing in at 219 pounds, diehard John McClane.
At Telethon, this guy couldn't even get his old ass up the ladder to grab the briefcase. So does he honestly think he has a shot here against Rhodes?
And his opponent, from Palatka, Florida, weighing in at 217 pounds, Captain Rhodes.
Well, John McClane may not have gotten what you call his ass up the ladder for the bank heist match, but at least McClane was on the card at Telethon. Captain Rhodes, he wasn't even a participant at Telethon this year.
He could have been in the bank heist if Django and Machete didn't conspire to screw him out of it. Come on, Rhodes. You've been waiting for this. This may be your last chance to win the TWA title for the first time in your career.
Don't think for a second that thought has escaped Rhodes' head. He's always there to remind us and everybody about how supposedly great he truly is. And here we go. The match has begun, and we know there is no love lost between Captain Rhodes and John McClane. Their rivalry goes all the way back to Telethon VI for the Rated R title. McClane was able to defeat Rhodes and take the Rated R title from him. And of course, there's also no love lost between Captain Rhodes and the current TWA champion Frankenstein. As documented, Rhodes actually owns a victory over the monster when he defeated him to win his first Universal title back in the summer of 2012. And Rhodes
I guess wants to prove to everyone that he can beat Frankenstein once again, this time for the grand prize, the TWA Championship. And as far as John McClane goes, he's been there before. Former TWA heavyweight champion in his own right, but he has never faced Frankenstein. So I really can't anticipate how a match between either Frankenstein and McClane or Frankenstein and Rhodes would go.
I can sum up how Frankenstein and McClane would look. It would be two immobile corpses facing each other.
You sure you're not confusing him with Hulk Hogan?
That too.
Rhodes tried to go for a clip, but McClane stopped him at a hard knee right to the nose. Captain Rhodes is not interested in going to the hospital for a rhinoplasty. He's going to make McClane pay for that. Massive drop kick to the outside.
Just let him get counted out.
McClane getting right back in. Still showing a lot of fight. But McClane dumps Rhodes onto the outside. We got the smash mouth brawling style of John McClane against the technical expertise of Captain Rhodes. If the match stays a fight, McClane is the winner. But if the match is catch as catch can wrestling, then Rhodes has the advantage. Here's a pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Rhodes still has a long way to go from beating John McClane. If not Frankenstein, I'm sure his manager is watching this. McClane with a massive pile driver. And McClane flipping 2 birds at his opposition, Rhodes, and here's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count there.
You better watch it, McClane, or Rhodes will stick both those fingers up your own ass.
Both of these men don't mince words when it comes to their language and vocabulary. Here's the pin, but McClane used his foot to get it on the ropes. The match continues. Captain Rhodes tried to go for a kick again, but McClane was back on the offensive, and now Captain Rhodes is back on his vertical base. He sends John McClane to the outside.
See, he's got this.
Rhodes once again floors McClane with a clothesline. 1. Still only a 1 count. There's a jab. And there's a rake to the eyes. But oh! John McClane with a kick. I thought he was going to go for the die-hard stunner right there.
Dumbass.
And there's a powerbomb instead. Nonetheless, this could be effective enough. But McClane, he's not going for the pin.
Like I said, dumbass.
Will you be serious?
There's an elbow. And 1, 2. No. Only 2. McClane is getting closer. Knee right to the face. Here's a stomp right to the kidney.
Oh, Rhodes, watch out for the stunner.
Here it is. Oh, he was going for the stunner, but Rhodes was able to catch him in time. And now looks like he's gearing up for the crossroads. And there it is.
Well, let's put him away.
And here's a pin. 1, 2. No!
I saw 3.
Well, you must have a different set of eyes or a different monitor because referee Jordan Peterson's hands did not reach to 3. The match continues, and now McClane is recharged here. Now going for a chin lock or a sleeper hold. McClane actually trying to out-wrestle Rhodes. I don't know if that's a mistake there. Now Rhodes regains his footing with a swinging neck breaker. I don't know if Rhodes just flipped the bird back at McClane. And oh! I think Rhodes was trying to gear up for the crossroads again, but John McClane stops him. Man, what a match this turned out to be. Here's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. These two men trading a lot of fisticuffs, clotheslines, hammer-like fists. But this ain't no boxing match. Captain Rhodes once again rearranging the neck of John McClane. There's a DDT. This could be it right here. 1, 2, no! I guess Rhodes is really reconsidering his strategy here, considering John McClane kicked out of the crossroads.
No, Rhodes, don't spoil this.
If Rhodes had used that chair, he would have gotten himself disqualified, and McClane would be the #1 contender.
Come on, Rhodes, don't get frustrated. He's just an old, crusty man. You can beat him.
And now Rhodes taking apart the Spanish announce table.
Oh, after that lapse in McClane's mind, he finally throws Rhodes back in.
And now here it is. Die Hard Stunner? No! Rhodes narrowly got out of it. But he still have yet to follow it through. Oh, and Rhodes with a clothesline to the back of the head of McClane. And here comes the crossroads again for the second time. And will this do it? 1, 2, 3.
He did it?
He did it.
Here is your winner, Captain Rhodes!
Oh, we're almost there, Rhodes. We're almost there.
He gets the TWA title shot against Frankenstein at the Fallout pay-per-view. I mean, I can't believe John McClane was able to kick out of the Crossroads the first time. He still showed a lot of great fight, but in the end, Rhodes, I guess, had a lot more drive. He wants to be TWA champion so bad, that drive drove him to victory.
And did your brother learn his lesson?
You have some nerve trying to convert me after hitting me with that chair.
I admit, perhaps I acted overzealously that night, but both you and I knew having Chuck Norris in Mario's corner was a bad idea. A very bad one.
If you're still trying to make me turn on my brother, let me tell you something. I've been there and done that, and it was the worst stretch of my career, so just save it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the TWA Universal Champion, Nazareth.
Nazareth, I would have to say, was one of the lucky ones at Telethon. He had retained his Universal title via disqualification when the Stalker made his return and went after his brother.
I'm still waiting to find out what happened to the Invisible Man. I mean, is he alright?
I am so tired of this. Every time I put you out of action, Matthew, you crawl back and we start all over again. How many times do I have to remind you, you can't beat me? I am so sick of this narrative, but I would be happy to put you in the ground for the 100th time. And seeing as though you signed with the Universal Division, I would also be happy to do it with my Universal title on the line. How original. Maybe that would scare an infant, but you should know me better. You should know by now that mind games are useless against me. I will defeat you again, brother, and it will be for the last time.
Wow, through the booming thunder and the lights going out, flickering, Nazareth has made it clear that he is not intimidated by the Stalker or his so-called mind games.
And now we know that the Stalker has signed on to the Universal Division, so I guess that means we might see Stalker taking on Nazareth for the Universal title sometime soon. But coming up next, folks, we are going to see a rematch between Katniss Everdeen and Daisy. Daisy and Samus won the Women's Tag Team Championship at Telethon. However, Samus suffered a grueling leg injury coming out of that match. You can see right here, Samus goes for the dive on Katana, but she misses and lands right on that ankle. Samus has been dealing with some nagging pain, possibly an injury. Nonetheless, they're still Women's Tag Team Champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the 12th District of Pan Am, weighing in at 125 pounds, Katniss Everdeen.
So Daisy and Samus won their match at Telethon, and Katniss won her contest against Barbie. So I guess that's why we're having this contenders match.
This match will be, once again, for number one contendership to the women's title, which Wonder Woman is the new TWA Women's Champion. She won the title from Santina at Telethon.
And her opponent, from Swaziland, weighing in at 119 pounds, she is one half of the current TWA Women's Tag Team Champions, Daisy!
I gotta wonder, if Samus is gonna be out for a while, then how much longer are they gonna be the tag team champions?
Well, I guess that's up to Indiana Jones.
I did hear a rumor that since there aren't as many women's tag teams, that the title won't have to be defended every single month. But still, if Samus is out for a while, they have to defend it sometime.
And here's the bell. Daisy follows through with a Hurricane Rana on Katniss. These two had an awesome match back in February to determine the number one contender to Santina's women's title. That match was won by Katniss. Daisy hopes to turn her fortunes around and make herself the winner here tonight. But of course, the only thing that will be different is the opponent they have to face. Wonder Woman, who I know for a fact has got to be watching this match.
She won her very first women's title at Telethon.
Daisy with a splash, and Daisy would love to win the women's title for the first time in her career. Should she be successful here, and should she be successful against Wonder Woman?
And there is, of course, still that nagging question of what Barbie has on Katniss.
Well, we never found out about it. And in retrospect, do we even want to know about it?
Oh, Daisy with a forearm. Here's the pin. 1. Irish whip. Katniss misses. Daisy has been winning the match so far. Katniss Everdeen with an underhook suplex. Daisy with a snap suplex. As documented before, Katniss has the experience on her side. Daisy has the youth. Katniss tried to go for a clothesline, but Daisy with a kick and a drop kick to follow. Daisy has Katniss reeling. And there's a snap suplex. Now Daisy going high risk. Frog splash! And the crowd in Florida is really taken to Daisy. There's a Hurricane Rana. Well, there's a headlock. Katniss really cranking it on. And there's a swift neck breaker. Now Katniss is on the offense. Here's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Irish whip. Hard fist. Oh! Daisy with a hard jab, but Katniss still follows through with a gut-wrench suplex. Now these two women are fighting on the outside. Now Katniss looking for approval. There's a crowd in Florida that also likes her as well.
Well, referee took a nice long second to decide if he wanted to count that pin.
Daisy with a chop and a kick right to the gut and a forearm smash. Here's the pin again. 1. Only a 1 count. Now, what's happening here? Another chop again. Russian leg sweep to follow. Now Daisy. 3 kicks to the face of Katniss. Now Katniss with an Irish whip to the corner. And there's the Mockingjay moonsault. We've seen this before. This sets up for the Archer Spear. She's getting ready to put Daisy away here. Oh, but Daisy She saw it coming this time, and she knocks Katniss right to the outside. And there's the Joy Breaker. And now this is being set up for the Sarazalan DDT. And there it is. And here's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, that close. I kind of blame the referee on this one. Had he not been spinning and fidgeting around, Daisy would have gotten the 3.
Daisy might be too nice to blame the referee for that one.
Nonetheless, the match continues. Katniss sends Daisy to the outside, brings her back in. 1 clothesline, 2 clotheslines, and a flying kick. Here's a kick, going for the Mockingjay moonsault once again. Lands it. Now she's waiting in the corner, getting ready to go for the Archer's Spear again. This time she nails it. And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Katniss gets the title shot against Wonder Woman.
Here is your winner, Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss sure seems to be a bad matchup for Daisy.
I have reason to believe that Daisy was very close to picking up the victory and that the referee just wasn't in the right position to make the 3 count. But wait a minute, that's Barbie again, and she's saying Kat's got a secret.
She went so far as to get a t-shirt made of it.
And now Katniss, she is all bent out of shape and she wants to go after Barbie. And she just threw referee Jordan Peterson aside like a toy. Daisy distracted. Wait a minute. Daisy, turn around! Oh! It's Melina and Katana. Needless to say, they aren't very pleased with the end result of the match at Telethon. They still believe that they should be the women's tag team champions. And of course, Samus can't come out right now because she's dealing with a leg injury.
And I bet that's exactly why they're out here.
Melina now bringing out a table. Hard shot, and Melina used the table as a tag team partner. Instead of 2 women, 2 people, Daisy is dealing, I think, with a 3-on-1 advantage. It's Daisy against Katana, Melina, and the table. What's going to happen here? And no! Once again, the table did not break. Another drop kick. The table once again did not break.
That's one sturdy table. Must be Japanese.
I sometimes wonder, though, if it's better if the table would break, because I think all that whiplash must be hurting the back of Daisy. And now Melina bringing out another table. I mean, come on. There's no officials out here to stop this? Setting up a second table at the top here.
I don't like where this is going.
I can't say I like this either. Now Melina taking Daisy top floor and... Oh! Jesus Christ, superstar! What do these two girls have to say for themselves?
I guess they're saying that they want a tag team title rematch.
Well, with their poor sportsman-like conduct, or sportswoman-like conduct, I don't think Indiana Jones is even going to grant them a rematch for the women's tag team title. Daisy could now be suffering severe injuries just like her partner, Samus. I mean, we need to get medics out here right now. Coming up next, folks, this match to determine the #1 contender to Gigant's Primetime Championship. Fernando Stryker taking on the man they call Bruce Lee.
And both these guys debuted this year, and both have been on a roll. Fernando has only suffered one loss. Bruce Lee has been undefeated.
Gigant, I know he's had fun dealing with Jim Carrey all night, but now he's going to have to get serious and look at this opposition.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Anna from Seville, Spain, weighing in at 209 pounds, the bowler of Seville, Fernando Stryker.
He made a believer out of me at Telethon.
Fernando Stryker coming off one hot victory at Telethon over Homer Simpson, not only defeating him, but earning the rights to the Siete Diaz split finisher. And I guess Fernando Stryker hopes to test out his new finisher against the man they call Bruce Lee. I'd say this matchup is going to be a real test of quickness and wit.
I would say that Fernando has an edge because of Anna, but I don't know. Bruce Lee is a very focused individual. Anna could take her top off and Bruce Lee may not even notice.
And his opponent, from Hong Kong, weighing in at 175 pounds, the man they call Bruce Lee!
He was inching closer to the Gigant's number of points in the King of the Tube standings, but thanks to those 3 wins in a row tonight, Gigant may be running away with the points lead.
This man has been a mystery ever since his Television Wrestling Association debut. No one has been able to figure him out. Of course, Fernando Stryker has been in the ring with Gigant once. And I guess if he were to win tonight, he would want to rectify that mistake that he made in the last match against the German Giant. And that was underestimating him. But so far, the man they call Bruce Lee, starting off the match on offense. Fernando comes through with a jawjacker, and Fernando, instead of lunging at the man they call Bruce Lee, decides instead to get out of dodge.
Did he just throw Anna in front of Bruce Lee?
Wouldn't surprise me if he did that.
But how could you do that to her?
Fernando will do whatever he feels is in his best interest to win the match. The man is very cocky, very self-assured. And Bruce Lee following through with his methods. But Fernando Stryker was able to get Bruce Lee off his feet. Bruce Lee got a victory in the Telethon Dark match when he won the 5-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Oh, Bruce Lee was that close. Only a 2, and he's mad at the referee, feeling he could count a little faster. Fernando with a clothesline. And now Fernando using his knee right into the face of the man they call Bruce Lee. And Anna approves of what she sees. And now Fernando Stryker, I know he's trying to go for the Siete Diaz split, but he would have to turn Bruce Lee around to do it. I guess that was a modified version of the Siete Diaz split. Bruce Lee with a hard clothesline sends Fernando Stryker to the outside. Oh, and Bruce Lee goes high risk, and it pays off. Hard kick to the solar plexus. Fernando posing for the crowd in Florida, but he's not getting any accolades here. Oh! Fernando Stryker, I will say though, he's holding his own pretty well against the man they call Bruce Lee. Because usually the match would be over by now.
It's gotta be Fernando's quickness. It's almost on par with Bruce Lee's.
Striker with a hard jab, but Bruce Lee comes right back. German suplex. Bruce Lee once again twisting the arms, twisting the anatomy of Fernando Striker. And here's the pin. 1, 2, no! That close once again. Bruce Lee still cannot believe that he can't put Fernando Striker down. And now Fernando, hard chops, but Bruce Lee stops his momentum. But he's going for it again. 1 forearm, 2 forearms. Oh, but the man they call Bruce Lee with a rock bottom.
He's just not gonna let him come back.
And now a massive chin lock while twisting the arm. But Fernando breaks out of it with a snapmare. He's going to the outside. And of course, Anna could not do anything, not any cheap shots at Bruce Lee, with referee Jordan Peterson watching. Fernando going high risk on the top rope here. Will he land it? Yes, he does.
We can't even capitalize.
Well, Fernando Striker took a major blow on that high-risk maneuver. He gets a 2 out of it, but that's all he gets. And now Bruce Lee with those slaps and a chop. Those kicks, once they come into play. Oh! Bruce Lee getting ready to go for the kill, but Anna stepping on the apron. There's the 360 kick. 1, 2, 3. Bruce Lee will get the primetime title shot at Gigant.
Here's your winner, Bruce Lee!
It looks like we're about to see Streak versus Street.
What an intriguing matchup that's going to be. Gigant against the man they call Bruce Lee. 2 undefeated superstars in the Television Wrestling Association for the Primetime Championship on top of that.
Something's gonna have to give at Fallout.
One of these men's streaks is going to come to an end. Gigant's strength, Bruce Lee's quickness. What a match that will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ghostface!
Ghostface still sore over the fact that he had lost the Rated R title to the Terminator in the steel cage match at Telethon. I wonder what his excuse is going to be.
because he'll have one.
That's it! I've had it with this pathetic Paramount division. I deserve better. I deserve to be competing with wrestlers who are living beings and not cheaply built robots. Shut your mouths before I gut you all like fishes! Listen up, Jones. I am formally requesting a trade. Get me out of this division before I go to the head office and slit Giannopoulos' throat.
Alright, calm down, Ghostface. Now I have had just about enough of you bad-mouthing the hard-working athletes in the Paramount division, and quite frankly, I've had enough of your whining too. So I will grant you your request. But you'll have to do something first. Next Battlefront, you will face an opponent from another division. If you win, you two will swap divisions. But if you lose, you're staying in Paramount, and I don't want to hear any more complaints. And your opponent will be this man.
His opponent is going to be Freddy. Freddy Krueger.
I remember a time when these two were very good allies. But are they still allies?
Well, there's always a possibility that these two could fight for who could be considered Wes Craven's greatest creation. Freddy Krueger, legendary for being a two-time TWA World Heavyweight Champion, unleashing a reign of terror in the Television Wrestling Association that no one has ever seen.
And it looks like he's getting right in Ghostface, face.
And Ghostface just flipped him off! Nightmare! Out of nowhere! And here comes one of the Ghost Fakers. A nightmare for him too. And here comes the other Ghost Faker. Freddy grabs the chair from him. Massive clothesline.
These Ghost Fakes really need to rethink their strategy.
And a steel chair shot. And now a third nightmare for that Ghost Faker for good measure. And Freddy actually getting a positive response from the crowd here in Florida. This is going to be quite the matchup. Two sadistic individuals. Two of them were creations of Wes Craven, and this match will be determined. If Ghostface wins, he'll get to go to another division, but if Freddy wins, Ghostface has to stay in the Paramount division. I do believe Freddy is signed on by the Warner Brothers division, if I'm correct. And here it is, folks, the main event of the night. Luigi taking on Chuck Norris.
Luigi made his feelings clear even before Telethon that he didn't like this whole idea of Chuck Norris being in Mario's corner, and now that Chuck Norris has cost Luigi's brother Mario's career, Luigi, he's going to be out for blood. He's going to be out for vengeance. But considering the legend that Chuck Norris is, I wonder if Luigi is going into this match in the right state of mind.
The following contest is our main event, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 215 pounds, Chuck Norris.
Norris would have to be all healed up from the Royal Rumble by now.
And his opponent, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 198 pounds, Luigi.
You were asking about his state of mind. I just don't know if Luigi has what it takes to beat Chuck Norris.
Well, as I was trying to state before, Chuck Norris is one of the all-time legends the Television Wrestling Association has ever had. We're talking the king of the Royal Rumble, eliminating 16 competitors, lasting an hour, and entering at number 1, going all the way to win it, and a 2-time TWA champion on top of that. If Luigi wants to get a victory over Chuck Norris, he's going to have to put vengeance out of the equation. He's going to have to be strategic here.
Well, he may have to pull out some sort of reserve energy. I looked at Luigi's win-loss record, and surprisingly, it's very bad.
Luigi has always been one of the more promising stars of the Television Wrestling Association, but he has yet to live up to his potential.
In the TWA, he pretty much suffers the same problem he faces everywhere. He's in the shadow of his brother.
And Luigi tried to go to the top rope for a maneuver, but Chuck Norris, the wily veteran, got out of the way. Considering the emotional feelings of these two, this is going to be an all-out Donnybrook, I'm sure. Chuck Norris, of course, wants to be TWA champion so badly. He wants to rectify that defeat at the Royal Rumble at the hands of Frankenstein. And that's what drove him, apparently, to cost Mario not only the title, but his career at Telethon VII. Luigi and Chuck Norris taking it to the stands, and Chuck gets back in the ring.
Luigi's going to have to get back in soon, and he does. And he comes back with a drop kick. Here's the pin. 1. You're going to have to do a lot more than a drop kick to keep Chuck Norris down. I mean, this man was in the main event of back-to-back telethons.
Well, it only took a drop kick for Savio Vega to beat that Disciples of Apocalypse guy at that In Your House show.
Yeah, but Chuck Norris is not the Disciples of Apocalypse, if that's what you're talking about. Who was that, by the way? Skull? 8-Ball?
I was hoping you knew.
Nonetheless, we got off topic. We're back to the action. Chuck Norris with a DDT to Luigi. Now Chuck Norris with that arm bar. Really pouring it on. But Luigi is coming right back here, and the fists right to Chuck Norris's beard. There's a drop kick, sends Chuck Norris right to the outside. Chuck gets back in the ring, and Luigi continues to greet him with fists. Luigi has the advantage so far. And now Luigi with a Hurricane Rana. Chuck Norris with a Jawjacker. Of course, Victor Frankenstein once again came up to Luigi earlier. And Chuck Norris going for the knuckleball knocks Luigi right out. Once again, Victor Frankenstein was trying to make some overtures towards Luigi, and he wouldn't have any of it. Chuck Norris going for the roundhouse, but Luigi got out of the way, and there's a clothesline. Massive chop. There is a drop kick. Another fist. And there's the tornado kick. One of Luigi's signature maneuvers. And now Luigi going up top here. Top floor. Frog splash. But oh, Chuck Norris just reversed it there. Now Chuck following through with those kicks, and now there's the super kick. That's what ended Mario's career. 1, 2, 3. Chuck is the winner.
Here is your winner, Chuck Norris.
And here comes Wario and Waluigi. Obviously coming over to probably tend to Luigi. And Luigi trying to get up, and wait a minute! What the?
Now he's turning on them?
And now Wario is brutally assaulting Luigi. I mean, I don't understand what is going on here. What is with all these betrayals?
Is there something in the water?
I mean, I expect this shit out of WWE. But Wario, he just attacked his Nintendo family brethren. And Waluigi seems to be approving of it as well. And here comes Link.
He looks as baffled as we are.
And Link rushing to the ring. Thanks for joining us, everybody. RJ Peckham and Mark Adams signing off.